Hello and welcome to TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys, to the penultimate game of the season. It's Barcelona against Osasuna. It's the final time that we're going to play at the Camp Nou in La Liga in the current campaign. And even though the title, it is pretty much over, as we're going to discuss in just a moment's time. In today's video, we are going to be talking about still some important questions that need answering before the end of the league season, in particular ahead of the Champions League. It's all coming up in today's video. Let's get to it. Because kickoff here from the Camp Nou will be coming at 9 PM local time. Once again there, one of the late kickoffs, this time on Thursday evening. And as you can see there, guys, with the times right around the world where you are when the game will be beginning. And it won't just be Barcelona either that are in action at 9 PM, because 9 La Liga fixtures there will all be broadcasted at the same time on Thursday, with Real Madrid taking on Villarreal at the Alfredo Di Stéfano Stadium. That's also going to be taking place at exactly the same time as Barcelona. So as we go through the game here and there, we're going to be checking exactly how Real Madrid and co are getting on, because here is the La Liga table. We still stand 4 points behind Real with just 2 games to go, and I feel like their win against Granada, that was a big victory for them that effectively takes them on the verge of the title. If they beat Villarreal on Thursday, they will be champions and Barcelona will be in second place, which of course is never easy to accept. But if we take a look here at the squad, indeed, that Quique Setién has at his disposal to take on Osasuna, who are very much so a very decent team in their own right. But as you can see, Ansu Fati will return to the squad. He served there his 1-match suspension for that red card, and Arthur Melo also returns there after he missed the last game through illness. But of course, the big news, the big man returning there to the squad, it's Frenkie de Jong. He's absolutely fine. He's 100% recovered from his injury, and it's fantastic to see him there, back with the team, ready to play again, especially when you think ahead to the Champions League. Because I think in midfield, we have missed his presence, whether it's there in the holding midfield role, whether it's there as an interior. He gives us energy, he gives us stability, and I think on the ball, he has so much more still to give in a Barca shirt. And I also want to just confirm, guys, along with that good news there relating to Frenkie de Jong, there was also yet more encouragement for us Barcelona fans yesterday evening after the club officially announced that Ousmane Dembélé was entering now the final stages of his recovery. And as you can see yesterday, he was out there on the field, he was training on the pitch, and he's moving closer and closer now every single day to returning with the squad again. And not just like Frenkie, that's massively exciting. To see Dembélé there working hard out on the pitch, he's been working really hard here to return as soon as he possibly can. And of course, let's not forget, he can feature in the Champions League, providing he's fit, providing he is ready. Ousmane Dembélé could still play a vital part this season. But if we do now move on to those important questions in the game here against Osasuna, and also our away game, the final game of the season there against Alaves, there's still things that need to be sorted out. Just because maybe the league title has been and gone, we may not technically be fighting for anything, to be perfectly honest, but still, we have to prove a point. We have to still get ourselves ready for that Champions League game coming up against Napoli. That's not all that far away, and preparation should have already started heading into that game. And the first question on that front for me, the number one question over these last 2 games of the league season will be, will we see Lionel Messi get any rest whatsoever? Because just as we said a few days ago, 9 games we've had since football returned there back at the start of June, and Messi has played every single minute of every game. He hasn't rested for just 1 single minute there, playing 810 minutes in the process there, and he's done that over the course of just 33 days, which equates there to playing a full game every 3.5 days. And when you're a 33-year-old, your body, as we spoke about before, it's not going to recover in the same way. That is putting so much demand there on Messi's body, and quite clearly, we are seeing the effects of that, not only with him, but for several players right now in that Barcelona team. And will he get any rest? You look at the game there against Osasuna, is he going to take any rest there? A few days later, we're going to be playing on Sunday. Is he going to rest there in the final league game of the season? But of course, you add to it now as well, Antoine Griezmann, he's out injured. So if you rest Messi, you're then got Suarez, you've got Ansu Fati. Is Quique Setién there going to line up without Messi in the team with those two players? I would personally say, look, we haven't really got a lot to play for. You haven't really got an awful lot to lose. We do want to plan for the Champions League. We do want to try and find a system that suits everybody. And of course, Messi is a huge part of that. But we shouldn't be risking him. These final two games, if he feels ready, of course, he may want to play. He's that kind of guy. We've spoken about that before. But if he is happy to sit out and have a bit of rest, to come off maybe, even start the game from the bench, I would certainly go down that road if he would be open to it. Because we cannot risk Messi. We cannot risk any problems heading into August. On that note, though, I do want to follow up here with a secondary question, because if we do see Messi continue in the team, one of the big questions for me would be, in these final two games of the season, are we going to see anything like what we saw against Villarreal in terms of the performance? Because against Villarreal, the 4-1 victory there, we all know it was outstanding. Barcelona, in terms of that front three there, Messi, Griezmann, Suarez, as a combination, as individuals, they were outstanding. But in the two games after that match, we haven't followed it up. We've had two 1-0 wins against teams there towards the bottom of the table, against Espanyol, against Valladolid, when really you would have expected more. You would have expected a bigger reaction after that Villarreal game. It felt like a real turning point, but we haven't really seen the team play the same way since that game. So my question would be now, in these final games of the season, yes, we don't have Griezmann. Messi may or may not be rested. We don't know yet. But are we going to see anything like that kind of display against Villarreal? Because ahead of the Champions League, I feel like we do need something. We do need something here to get the spirits back, to get the levels up, to get the enthusiasm back. We need to end on some sort of positive note. And it's going to be interesting to see how we play against Osasuna, a team again just about in the bottom half of the table, and Alaves, who are right down there too. Two big games to come. Let's wait and see how we perform. My final question, though, would be actually regarding not just the team, not just Lionel Messi, but another certain individual there in our forward line, and it's Martin Braithwaite, because I actually believe here, in these final two games of the season, he's potentially playing for his future in a Barcelona shirt. Because you think back to February there, he's brought in as our emergency signing from Leganes, 17 million euros we paid for him there, his full release clause, and he did hit the ground running. He came in, he showed some good promise, he showed some real enthusiasm, some energy in the team that we were desperately lacking at the time, and I think, to be honest, the way that he came in, it was refreshing for all of us. But fast forward now to after the break. Suarez is now back from injury. That's something that Braithwaite wouldn't have expected to happen this season under usual circumstances. Ansu's come through, of course. You've got Griezmann, you've got Messi, and Braithwaite has struggled to get any game time whatsoever. And since the restart, the only game that he started is the first game back against Mallorca, where he did score. Since then, he's made just 5 appearances since that Mallorca game, but in those 5 games, all he's managed is 117 minutes in total. And that right there is just over 1 full game. Braithwaite has hardly been involved, and now, of course, the inevitable has started. We started to hear in the Spanish media about the fact here these final 2 league games could be Braithwaite's last in a Barcelona shirt, with reports claiming there the club will try to sell Braithwaite this summer. And it does feel as though with Braithwaite here, let's not forget, he's not able to play in the Champions League. So these final 2 league games, they're big for him. This is his only chance in a Barca shirt. Will he even get to play? We'll have to wait and see. But is his future here already decided? Because when we brought him in for that kind of money, we gave him a big contract, but it already seemed as though the club, they were panicking. They weren't thinking here about the long term again, they were thinking only about the short term, and it did always seem as though they would try and move Braithwaite on at the end of the season. But let's put it this way, we paid 17 million for him, we gave him a contract there, Bartomeu gave him a deal, and I'm not really sure that a sale this summer is going to be that easy to come by. It's not going to be that straightforward to push Braithwaite out of the door, and it's going to be interesting to see in these final 2 games, will he play? Will he play well? And does he have a future in this Barcelona team? So that right there, guys, is everything there that I did want to cover before tomorrow's game. Obviously, we're not going to go too much into the starting line. We're going to go too much there into match predictions, stuff like that, because I'm not really sure what sort of mentality Quique Setién is going to have going into tomorrow's game. I'm not really sure he's going to be out there trying to go all guns blazing, trying to see something spectacular, because, of course, in the back of his mind now, we all really know we're not playing for a great deal. Admittedly, Real Madrid could lose to Villarreal. They could lose there in the final game of their season. Maybe the title could could end up somewhere else. But I think realistically, it is pretty much done. And for that reason now, we have to prepare for the Champions League. We have to take it easy on our squad. Don't take any risks. We don't want any injuries. No, no, no. Let's stay calm. Let's stay composed. And look here towards the big one, coming in August against Napoli. So please leave your thoughts in the comments down below, guys, on exactly what you are expecting from tomorrow's game. Would you like to see there, for instance, Frenkie de Jong straight back into the starting lineup? Is he ready to start this game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, tomorrow, I'll be right here following the game with the match review. Hopefully, it'll be a good one. Hopefully, we can get some promise, some enthusiasm, some optimism from our performance. We will see. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Visca el Barça!